Hi everybody, it's Holly again, and we're back here today with little Alice. Say hi. Alice says hi. Alice is the Sansa sculpt by Ping Lau, and just is a sweet, adorable little addition to my nursery. I just love this little girl. So I'm going to do a double thing today. I'm going to do a changing video with her, and while I do that, I'm going to do my first tag of 2020, and that would be the tag from Suzanne's Babies, the school uniform tag. But first I want to show you what we're going to be putting on her. I showed you yesterday I did Erin and put her in that little purple outfit made by Antonia from Bumpy Born. Well, this was another outfit I had made, and it's the same exact one, except it's in green, like a forest green. And it also has the little hat with the variegated greens in it, and the booties with the variegated greens in it. Everything else is exactly the same. But of course, it needs an undershirt. So I went to get her an undershirt, and all I have is my summer clothes out. So I found this one little pink onesie, trimmed in a darker pink, and it's going to be a little big on her. It says 0 to 3 months, but it's all I can find right now because all of the winter clothes are still packed away. But pink and green, I love pink and green together. Pink and blue, pink and gray, pink and black, pink and navy. It just, I don't know, pink seems to go with just about everything. And then I have these little pink knee socks that I got last year and never have been able to use them. So we're going to put these on her. They're little knitted pink socks with a big white ribbon bow at the top. Not white, it's pink. Oh my goodness, where is my brain? Anyway, so that's what we're going to do with little Alice today. And while I do that, I will do Suzanne's tag. Now, in all honesty, when I heard this tag, I thought, wow, that would be a really fast and easy one for me, because the first question is, did you wear a school uniform or not? And my question would be not. And so there's 3 more questions after that I thought, well, it wouldn't be relevant. But I was thinking about it. So the answer to the first question is no, we didn't have a school uniform. Public schools over here in the U.S., they may have a dress code, like certain restrictions on your clothing, but they don't actually have a uniform per se. It's mostly the private schools that do, and you'll see that frequently. I'm going to take these little booties off. And so no, we didn't have a school uniform because I did go to a public school. I often wish that we had school uniforms because I thought it would level the playing field, so to speak, you know, because some kids come from a family of means and some kids don't, and I was one of those that didn't. And so I always thought, man, I wish we had school uniforms, then we would all be the same and I wouldn't have to worry about it. But after hearing some of y'all's tags that you did regarding how much you hated the uniforms, maybe it wasn't so bad after all. But I guess there's pros and cons to it, to either way. Pros being that you always knew what you were going to wear. You didn't have to worry about what you're going to wear to school the next day. Like I said, it leveled the playing field for those who didn't have the means to buy the real nice clothes like some other people did. Wow, this is going to be really big on you, girl. I knew it would be. But it's all we could find. And I figured the romper, the green romper, would take up a lot of the bulk. But I didn't think about around the shoulders. Anyway, she doesn't mind. So yeah, that's some of the pros to wearing a school uniform, is that everybody would be the same. The cons would be everybody being the same, I guess. But, you know, you're not having to pick out clothes to wear and all that. It would have been kind of nice. But then the cons would be that everybody's the same. There would be no individuality, I guess. No way of expressing yourself in your clothing. So I guess there's just good and bad to everything. So anyway, as I digress. I did not have a school uniform because we could all wear what we wanted, but we did have a gym uniform. We all had to wear the same gym suit, or for physical education or gym or PE, whatever you call it. Well, now the romper fits you good. It's so cute. Look how cute you look. So we did have that. And the question is, if you did, which, you know, we had the gym uniform, what was it like? Well, it was light blue, and it was a one-piece romper type. Hang on a minute, I gotta cut this thing off of the socks. So it was a one-piece romper, and it snapped from below the waist all the way up to the collar. It did have a collar on it. I think it was sleeveless. May have had short sleeves, I don't remember, but I want to say it was sleeveless. And it had elastic around the waist, and elastic gathers at the legs. So, it was hideous. So, in answer to the third question, did you like it? Absolutely not. No one did. We all hated it. Well, I thought these little knee socks were going to work out good, but you're not going to be able to see them. You won't be able to see them. Okay, scratch the knee socks. Just put the booties on. No, I didn't like it. I hated it. It was not very flattering at all. None of us liked it, but it was required. We had to wear it. And number 4, did you modify it at all, and how? No, we didn't modify it. There was no way to modify it. It was a one-piece romper that snapped up the front, and that was it. I mean, some girls wore the elastic legs lower, some wore them higher. I don't know. It was just like a little bubble suit, and it just looked hideous. Look at you. Look at you. Oh, my goodness. Take off her little headband so we can put on her hat. So that is the tag. Suzanne, I hope it's good enough for you. But no, we didn't wear uniforms except for that one. And yeah, hated it. Absolutely hated it. I will tell y'all a story, if you're interested, about one time wearing that uniform. We had to go to gym, and we had lockers, and we would have to change, and we shared lockers. And how cute are you? How cute are you? We shared lockers, so we had 2 of us to a locker, and the lockers had built-in combination locks. So we all, you know, the 2 who shared the locker had the combination, but that's it, just those 2. So anyway, we had gone in one day and changed to get ready for gym, and there was a girl who had taken off her clothes to put on her uniform and hung it up on the hook, and she went to the bathroom. But then the other girl came in. She took her clothes off to change, and she hung hers up. And I'm sure probably it was an accident, but she inadvertently knocked the other girl's clothes off of the hook. Now, if she saw it, she probably would have picked it up, I think. I don't know, maybe not. But the other girl came back, and then that girl went on outside, and then the other girl came back, and she just pitched a royal hissy fit because this girl knocked her clothes off and stuffed them in the bottom. They're all getting wrinkled, and how horrible that was. And just went on and on and on. And I, you know, frankly, I just got tired of hearing her complain about it. And I said, well, just throw her clothes in another locker. And I was finished dressing, and I went outside. So we had our PE time and came back in. We all showered and dressed, and I went on to my next class. So halfway through my next class, there's a knock on the door, and there's someone there with a note asking for me to come to the gym. And I'm like, oh goodness, what is this about? So I did, and went down there, and there was one girl standing there clothed and crying, and just with a mad look on her face. Another one standing there, still in her gym uniform, crying. And then there's me. And so I'm like, what's going on? And the gym teacher just proceeds to say that this girl's clothes were put in another locker. Her locker mate didn't know which one she put it in, and she had slammed the door, so she doesn't know which locker it's in, and they don't know the combination. And that girl said that I told her to do it. Well, I guess technically I did, but I didn't think she'd go through with it. You know, I just wanted to shut her up. And, yeah, so, yeah, I got in trouble for that, and the gym teacher called me an instigator, which I don't think she was that far off. I was such a good girl in school, guys. I really was. I was always the teacher's pet and just did everything I was supposed to do. And this is the one time, my first year in high school, and this happens. And, yeah, so we didn't get detention back then. We got work duty. And work duty means for however long the teacher puts it. So she made it for a week, which was Monday through Friday, for 1 hour during the next class after gym. We had to work in the gym. You know, I had to sweep floors and scrub toilets and that kind of stuff. And for the time that you missed the class you were in, you got a 0. So 5 zeros for a week. That was pretty hard. That was a tough punishment, especially when it was, I mean, I didn't think she would take me up on it. I don't know, but I kind of thought it was unfair, but I look back on it, and it's really kind of funny. Oh, I'm going to get you a different toy, Alice. She likes unicorns, and we're going to give her a little pink uniform, pink and purple, to go with her little pink shirt. There's Binky. You want your Binky? No, it's a wubba nub. Little pink and purple unicorn wubba nub she can play with. So anyway, that's my tag and my little story. I am the instigator. Thanks you all for watching yesterday. It feels so good to be back. Thank you for those who watched, and thank you so much for those who commented and welcomed me back. You made me feel so good and so warm and welcome. And thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm glad you've come to see me, and I hope you stay, and let's just have some fun together. And so little Alice is going to say goodbye and say hi to Alice in England, who looks exactly like her. So anyway, it was fun being with y'all again today. Love you very much, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.